implants don't matter for reasons that you're going to see. Trauma loop. As a successful member of society with a stable, unflinching psyche and a limitless drive, natural affinity for finance and domination, you have been selected. No, you have been effortlessly guided by defined biological trauma towards this moment. The gates of destiny fling open, and once again you're left standing on a pulsating nothingness, a strobing headache of the soul. Locate the cradle of life. A malign influence strips you of power. Right, so if I try to use the Abominator right now, we can't. Let's try this again. Oh, okay. Looks like he doesn't have to explode. He's got a weird texture. I can't really see it too well. Interesting. Tall ceiling, spooky aesthetic. I know we have to go left, but I want to explore right first. Because I forget what all is here. I think not much, at least not much that we can access initially. Huh. Yeah, there's some kind of floor there, but we can't get to it. Can't use any implants on this level. Another little window here. Can't get to it now, though. Hurry up. Oh my god. Fuck. What's he armed with? He killed us real quick. Does he have the transactional rifle? It looks like he does. Flesh pig right there. Trying to turn invisible. Okay, not bad. You know, you don't really see anything like this in any other level. Kind of like stony architecture, but also impossibly large. It's an interesting aesthetic, and I don't think I've seen one like that before. I wouldn't call it liminal. Alright, people see us. Don't know who. Oh, he does. Come here, flesh boy. I'd be surprised if the flesh rat managed to get all the way over here. Soundtrack is pretty interesting. Ow! Alright, whoever did us in, they did a lot of damage. Hi. Why does that never work? Shoot. Oh, that was the transactional ammo. So I guess we don't have that much invested in the stock market, so it's not going to kill us immediately. That is a good thing, actually, because I think there's a sniper down there. What the fuck? Had more health than I thought. Damn it. I wonder if there's anything like this in real life. I suppose catacombs... Well, no, catacombs are very tight, very enclosed. I wonder if there's anything stony like this with very high ceilings, just absolutely huge. I've been to Europe, and a lot of the... you know, I've been to the castles, the museums. And some of the buildings are kind of like that. However, something just huge, stony like that, but also completely empty and completely abandoned, such that it creates that atmosphere of... that unsettling atmosphere. Okay. Hate those. Probably my least favorite antagonist. Not the most annoying. Well, they are very annoying, and they're just so ugly too. Armored flesh rat. They're not messing around with this level. Hello. I know he's not the only one up here. There's a flesh man. Okay, I think the flesh rat probably went under. Of course, the last level's got to be hard. Okay, so that's actually all there is for this portion. I was maybe overcomplicating it. I seem to remember this is not the way we have to go. But there's some interesting things to explore there, although I'm not really in an exploratory mood at the moment. Went over the edge, went to go find the Cradle of Life. I love that soundtrack. We mean business this time. Oh, they got the nailer. That's a dangerous weapon. Here, buddy. Fuck. If we had more health, that wouldn't have been a problem. But it is. We just have to be careful. We gotta make sure we take out all the antagonists before we go up here. I hear static. Sounds like a psyker. Okay, we'll go that way later, because that's where we need to go. Lucky we got them before they could get a shot off on us. Someone sees us. I don't know where they're at. Why would you have a pool filled with swamp water? Okay, so he wasn't even carrying that powerful of a weapon. There's that static again. What is that? Okay, whoever sees us, they're over this way. Will this kill us? No. Another spiral staircase. It's like an RNA molecule. We've got 5 health, so I don't think I'm going to live much longer, but at least we know now kind of where we're going. Still hear that static. I think I should turn it up just a touch. Whoa, damn it. Was that him? See, I'm getting there. I'm figuring it out. Fuck! Never mind, I'm not figuring it out at all. A strange thing happened to me. My friend and I, we were discussing Roy J. Kind of joking about it. And he sent a picture of Roy J. It was a meme. Fuck. That said something like, for those on the outside, no explanation is possible. For those on the inside, no explanation is necessary. It had been a while since I had heard of Roy J. So when I saw the picture, I didn't initially recognize him. But then, I could have sworn somewhere in the metadata, there he is. Fuck. But anyway, somewhere in the metadata, I could have sworn I saw Roy J, like in the file name or in text somewhere. And yet there wasn't any. But somehow, I have a memory of text saying Roy J. And that was imprinted in my mind. And my friend quite accurately stated that that's the most Roy J thing ever. So what I failed to realize until today is that Hope Eradicated makes the levels more difficult. So I'm actually playing on a advanced difficulty for... Shit. I'm actually playing on an advanced difficulty for Trauma Loop here, which explains why I was having so much trouble. Like the Psyker with the transactional rifle that spawns down here, he's not a part of the level normally. So the way I've been dealing, get up there. The way I've been dealing with him, damn it, get up there. The way I've been dealing with him has just been to blast him with this gas grenade, and then I leave the gas grenade, take his transactional rifle, and that served me well for the remainder of the level. So it's actually kind of fun. I kind of like it now. It's motivated me in a sense to know that we're playing on a more advanced difficulty, so I think I'll stick with it, because I quite like it. I don't exactly have a solid game plan here. It's probably not a good thing. Shoot. Okay. Gotta be careful not to blast the doors off it. Blast both doors off. Shit. Okay, we got him. Good. Alright, now from here can be a little tricky. I forget what this button does. But I think we need it. Alright, let me see if I can do this in a timely manner. There is one more enemy here, I do remember. Was that always there? Maybe that's what it did. Alright, switch back to the transactional rifle. he's not here. He's not behind that one. Gotta watch out. I think he's back here. No. Interesting. Huh. Okay, that I remember. Uh-huh, here he is. Cool. So, we have to drop down through one of these. I believe it's here. In order to access the next part of the level. Hello? Yeah. Now let's just be careful here. Forget how we get up there. Okay. There's a nailer there, but I think I'm more confident with the anti-armor device right now. What does this do? Nothing. It's not doing anything for us. Alright. Down we go. This is pretty much as far as we've gotten. I don't think 2 shots are going to be enough for him. We're going to have to come back up and get the nailer, while also trying not to take any damage. Damn, this is sketchy. Don't miss. There's no way that got him. Oh, it did. Damn. Okay, interesting. Don't have a whole lot of ammunition. I'd be more comfortable with something else. Still got 1 shot on this. I think this is it. The final stretch. Wow, he went flying. Again, I want to say these are like catacombs, but they're really nothing of the sort. Ceilings are much higher than catacombs. It's a completely different feeling altogether. That would be very intimidating, potentially, very horror-esque if the spaces were sort of liminal. They were completely empty, they were devoid of light, there was no people, there was no indication of tourism. So it's interesting that this level kind of makes use of that aesthetic, because it's something that I've thought has had potential. Damn, we weren't even close to the bottom floor. I thought we were already pretty close, but this elevator is really going down. Guess we still had a ways to go, and you can't just drop down and touch the Cradle of Life. I think something will insta-kill you anyway, because I think I've tried it with the bouncy suit. There's the Cradle of Life. Looks like a beehive. Huh. Still goes down to the ground. Escape is seeming less and less quick the further we get around here. I may play this level again. Okay, there's something. Shit. He's coming. Maybe he's having trouble getting up here. He's quick, so we got... Okay, not bad, not bad. Armored flesh pig. Hadn't seen that before. Shit, shit, shit. Something sees us. And whatever it is, I don't see it. Whoa, another one. More of them. It's disturbing how fast they are. That kind of makes them unique. I wonder what the idea for that antagonist was. Okay, but we're close. We've almost done it. Unfortunately, most of the antagonists down here seem armored, which doesn't make the transactional rifle particularly useful. And like I said, escape is becoming less quick, it's becoming less likely. I think it's do or die, pretty much. They're not too big of a threat, just keep an eye on them. I don't want to waste any ammunition on them. No, I do not want to go down this way. This is not the time to explore. The Cradle of Life is within our reach, and we can finally end this nightmare. Who sees us? Who the fuck sees us? Fuck! Fuck! Damn it. Maybe we can still make it. Oh, we were close. We were so fucking close. And on hope eradicated, too. It seems there aren't any non-armored antagonists down there, so I think the smart thing to do is going to be to drop the transactional rifle and get load up on the anti-armor devices. We may have no option but to explore more of the level. So let's just do that. Interesting, they got these huge vats. They're not industrial. They don't really have the industrial aesthetic to them because they're made out of fucking wood. So I have no idea what they're trying to do here. I wonder if you could even build a barrel of wood this big without it and fill it without it collapsing. I somewhat doubt it. Try not to fall in. The austereness of the textures sort of adds to the atmosphere. Now, be smart, leave behind the transactional rifle. This is pretty climactic. This is kind of like Bobby Lowe descending down the Tower of Death in Game of Death 2. It's a guilty pleasure, but I love that movie. I like Kim Tai-chung. It's a shame he died so young. What are you? He almost looks like the Rubberman. I don't feel confident about our abilities to take on many armored opponents at once. And they're gonna be coming for sure. Yeah, climb. Probably be safer up here since we need to jump to get up here. Or so my logic goes. Oh, we're close. We're close to it. It's pulsating. We're there. We got it. What the? Psyker. Damn it, what the fuck? No, we're here. What the fuck? We were right there. Jesus Christ, we can see the full extent of everything that's going to come after us. They're swarming down there. It's not going to be easy. Lasts for forever. You know you're getting close when the walls start turning green. You'll all be doing it tomorrow. I'm trying to be as sparing as possible with our ammunition. We don't have a lot. Let's go this way instead. Might not be the smartest thing to do right now, but honestly, I do not feel as though we are qualified to go just waltz in and get to the cradle of life at the moment. I feel like we need to understand. Whoa! Fuck. We need to understand our situation a bit more. Alright. We are dead, if that did as much damage as I think. Okay, just barely alive. Oh, it's the worm golems. We're not going to last too much longer, needless to say. But maybe we can find something. Just kind of hugging the wall here. Seem to recall the Limit Chancellor is here, but who knows what we're going to have to deal with before we can get to him. We don't have anything to our name here. Doesn't help that there he is! You son of a bitch! Kill him now, kill him now. Don't even bother getting close to him. What are you doing? Kill him. Nuryo, nuryo, nuryo. Ah, wee, oh, ah. What is that? Ha! I got you now. Shit. Oh, they can't pass in here. The Limit Chancellor is protected. He probably thought he was real safe down there. You know, completely at the bottom of this extremely dangerous area. He probably thought we would never get there. But yeah, I think our doom is upon us. There's not really anything we can do at this point, but we have opened up options. Wait, what? We were able to do that? We could just kick him to death? And he's not willing to come in either. We're gonna die for sure, but what if we... Oh! We were actually doing it! Ow. Okay, never mind. Fuck. Well, that was kind of interesting, at least. But yes, now the way through is clear. Okay, now I'm feeling pretty confident, which of course means I'm going to die horribly. But what a great game, all things considered, where they think the lack of a narrative, or just the collapse of a narrative, is cool or alluring. I've only seen that work sometimes. Like in the novel, in Cormac McCarthy's The Passenger, the narrative just falls apart. And in that case, it's kind of cool. Tedious to read, but it is kind of cool. But generally speaking, I don't like that. I like it when things actually build to something, you know, when something actually happens. And just kind of exploring willy-nilly. Will you shut the fuck up? Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Oh, these people, man. Honestly, well, whatever. Never mind. Never mind. I like this texture. I'm not sure what it means, but I like it. Can we kick them? Oh, okay, that is chewing through us pretty fast just because there's so many. Yeah, that was probably the smartest way to deal with that problem. There are no health pickups as far as I know on this level. It's brutal. There's no way that did him in. It was a good shot, but I don't think it finished him off. Although he is quiet now. Oh, it did. Huh. Would you fuck off? So we seem to have found an alternative descent. Different texture here. It reminds me of very early Subnautica, when the terraformer was still in the game, and I would spend, instead of actually playing the game, you know, I would just go into freedom mode, and I would mostly just carve out tunnels, and that was my experience of the early access Subnautica game. I think that was just a zombie over there. I don't think the DNA scrambler would do any good against these guys. Because they're armored, it probably wouldn't get through to them. I have a vague recollection of this general area. Uh-oh. And I think pretty much all of the damage we have taken has been from the flesh rats, the armored flesh rats. So it's not nothing. It will whittle us down eventually, but let's just keep exploring. Let's keep seeing what there is to see. We know we've made progress once we found the edges to things. These guys are everywhere. Ah, there's the cradle of... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Psychers. Okay, we got the golems. Right, the cradle of life is literally right there. I'm going to potentially be a bit stupid, and I'm going to delay my victory. I'm going to snatch defeat out of the jaws of victory, because we're not done exploring, and now I feel confident, so let's go around this... Oh, who the fuck... Who could have predicted this would happen? I'm not going to be arrogant this time. I'm headed for the cradle of life. I'm not going to deal with that psyker or whatever it is sniping me from afar. That's the ticket. Do we go for it or do we wait? May give the opportunity for an antagonist to get the drop on us, but we don't have a whole lot of ammo left as it is. I can hear it vibrating. Pulsating. It really does look like a bee's hive. I would not have chosen that design, but I guess it's cursed, just like the game itself. Come on, I see you coming. Neither of us can hit the other from here. I think we may have gotten him. I'm waiting. Careful, you idiot. Careful, you fool. Don't screw it up now. Oh shit, there's a damn psyker in the area. Did he kill himself? How did that even happen? What's up? Whoa! Oh, that thing came into... We should have just ran for it. Not sure what the point of that staircase is. Not sure what the point of anything here is. Seems like almost we're headed to the limits of reality itself. Things and structures just sort of appear in a very discontinuous fashion. Jesus, there's the glow of the cradle of life. We're very close again. We keep failing. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I subconsciously think it should be harder. And I don't want to get an early win without having explored and fully felt like I earned the content of the level, you know? I don't know. I am so fucking tired. I hate video games. The idea was never even to play Cruelty Squad. It was to play a different game, and the idea was, let's just play Cruelty Squad first. That'll be fun, that'll be quick. Because, to gain experience talking in front of a camera in a gameplay format, which I feel like I still need to get better at. Uh-huh. One more. We got it. I hope. Someone's shooting at us. We did it. Barely. My work. Divine light severed, power and misery, life. A point in the horizon, a melting scene from your childhood. Your mortality is showing. A frantic drift toward nothing. Biology doomed to an infinite recursive loop. Teeth with teeth with teeth. Take a bite. Serene scene of a coastal town. Warmth of the sun. Bitter tears. Lust for power. This is where you abandoned your dreams. You are a high net worth individual. An expanding vortex of pathetic trauma. Finally, a beautiful fucking nerve ape. A pure soul is born. Its neurotransactions stutter into being. 305 quadrillion operations per nanosecond. Beauty eludes your precious soul. That's us. The value of life is negative. The balance of being is rotated by 38 degrees. The surface is full of cracks. A turgid light shines through. Fleshy primordial bodies sluggishly roll down the slope. Only you slide upwards with a celestial step. You become beautified, a saintly figure. Your pristine idiocy reveals a safe path through the impenetrable fog of life. Your dull sword cuts through the weak tendons and membranes of the garden of corruption. Sit on the throne of contentment and ferment. Inspect the eternal blue skies of your kingdom. You come to a realization. You pick up an onion and begin peeling. I don't know what that's supposed to represent. We're all walking towards the same area. Onion layer 1, onion layer 2, onion layer 3, onion layer end to the end. Aeons have passed and the onion is fully peeled. Nothing remains. It's perfect. You get lost in the point that remains where the onion used to be. Synaptic cascade, neurological catastrophe. The point becomes infinitely dense. The universe condenses into a unicellular being. It screams sin. It craves happiness. It's done with this world. It tries to commit suicide but fails. Sad, pathetic mess. You feel pity and disgust, but in a way only a being of pure grace can. In your violent mercy, you terminate the world life. That's it. The universe is over. Golden Age, the Kali Yuga is over. The Krishna Yuga can restart. That's us. There we are. Surprisingly, we still have life on our chest instead of death. Even because you see the orb of death. Right there. Wow. What a game, and what an ending to the game. I thought we weren't going to make it for sure. I thought we were going to have to deal with all those guys. The living organism, in a situation determined by the play of energy on the surface of the globe, ordinarily receives more energy than is necessary for maintaining life. The excess energy, wealth, can be used for the growth of a system, e.g. an organism. If the system can no longer grow, or if the excess cannot be completely absorbed in its growth, it must be necessarily shed, completely with great spectacle, something like that. George Bastille, I believe, said that. Well, that was Cruelty Squad. A fabulous ending. I'm tired of shit right now, so I will probably collect my thoughts later. I may do a little ending where I go over what I think the game meant. But I was going to mention, notice at the end there, excess energy, wealth. So you have metabolism and finances linked as being the same essential thing, the battle for free energy on the globe. There's a passage in Dune that talks about that too. But that was Cruelty Squad. I hope you guys had fun. I will see what I want to play next. I think that's going to be it for this game. I don't intend to go through Chaos Mode or to kill the additional targets. I'm done with this game. I'm going to play, if I do play something else, it's going to be something shorter. I've been wanting to play Abzu or perhaps Echo the Dolphin, go back to my oceanic roots, something a little more intrinsic to me. So, see you guys then, if when that happens, and farewell.